Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lynette. In today's video, I decided I want to talk about my fashion tips, how I stopped dressing for other people's opinions and how I started dressing for myself and started showing up for who I really am. Before I start talking about how I grew into my fashion that I am in now, I'm going to talk about my fashion that I was in. When I look back on my old self of confidence and my old sense of fashion, it shocks me every single day of when I experience something new about fashion. With that being said, that has to do mainly with my confidence growth. My confidence that I had in middle school, probably up to starting at 5th grade all the way up to beginning of my 8th grade year, my confidence was really low. I feel like I've always been inspired by other people's looks, or it was never me dressing for myself. It was always me. Like, for example, if I've seen somebody with a new pair of shoes, I would ask my mom if hey, can I get these pair of shoes? And I feel like that also has to do with me being influenced so easily by fashion, not yeah. Or other people's looks in general, that I get influenced by a lot of things, but in who I am now, and I'm still figuring out what my main aesthetic is, because I've never had one main aesthetic. Like, if that's one thing, I love to experience different things. Yes, I had an emo phase. Yes, I had a mismatch phase, you name it, and I probably most likely have had that phase. And honestly, with the phases that I used to have, I would socialize that in public. Not embarrassing wise, but just being myself. But then when I catch myself being myself in public areas, I get shy automatically, and I end up trying to match the vibe instead of creating a vibe. That's a serious question you want to ask yourself, okay, do I want to be the life of the party? Yes, I obviously do, but the moments where I feel like, with my experiences that I've had in school, they weren't the best, but I'm still grateful that I had those experiences, because I feel like they have built me up to who I am now and who I am today. I'm gonna get me some chapstick. I definitely wish that the experiences that I've had in my middle school years didn't happen, because I definitely think my confidence would be over the roof. When saying that, I have to clarify it that confidence and ego are two different things in my eyes, at least. I know people have their different opinions. Confidence in my eyes are you love yourself, you love who you are, you love what you're doing. And having a high ego is just thinking that you're better than everybody or you're perfect. And that has to do with nobody's perfect. Nobody is better than anyone. I feel like everybody is just their own person. That's honestly a good thing. You don't, coming from somebody who always influenced by other people or be like other people, it's not a fun thing, especially if being a kid, you're still a kid, you still don't know what you want to do, you don't know who you are. And I feel like even nowadays, I mix that up with becoming who I want to be. That is something that I'm learning, and that is something that I've realized, that I want to be myself. I want to inspire people. I want to be, you have to sneeze? Ooh. I've always loved to do that. I always love to give advice or tell people, oh, this looks really cute on you, even if it's different from a million people. Being different is okay, and I love being different. And with me saying that, shocking myself, because again, I never knew that being different could mean so many things and just can boost yourself in so many ways. Just being different, and you don't even know about yourself, that are just, you learn every day something new. I want to talk about this topic specifically because I feel like this is the main thing of when I talk about fashion, is copying trends and creating your personal style. I do get influenced, whether that's making a video on TikTok or creating a new outfit, buying something online, buying something in person, creating your personal style. I think that I know that I don't have my personal style. But again, I just love to explore and I love to be different, that every day. And I wonder what people think when I walk past people in my school, because One day I'll go to school in like leggings, sweatpants, I feel like a usual outfit that you would see people in at school. Next day I'm going in like dressed like a lady that works a 9 to 5, or a lady who is about to go like to court, or oh, I wonder if they think like, who does she think she is and why is she dressed like she better than everybody? Or I wonder if they're like, and I hope and I wonder that they're inspired to dress different from like other people, you know what I mean? I wrote down some questions about fashion and confidence that I'm going to answer for you guys. First question I wrote down was, how did I dress when I was insecure? I'm gonna see if I still have pictures, but okay. I was very insecure in my middle school years, as I said in the beginning, that I, how did I dress honestly? I feel like sweatpants and leggings were my best friends in middle school. I barely wore jeans, I didn't wear skirts, I didn't wear tank tops. It was always, I used to have this blue zip up jacket that I honestly used to wear with every single bottoms that I've had. Like, for leggings, sweatpants, I used to have these pair of skinny jeans. I used to have these pair of skinny jeans with like rips in them, and I used to put my socks over the ankle part and wear my Crocs and my blue zip up jacket. And I feel like an insecure outfit that I've always worn was just something that covered up my body a lot. Always, it was never crop tops. Like, and I love crop tops now, but I would barely wear crop tops, or tank tops I definitely wouldn't wear. Skirts I definitely wouldn't wear in school. I feel like that was going around too, like in my 7th grade year, the skirts were definitely going around, like the denim skirts and all. Yeah, I feel like sweatpants and leggings were just my best friends in middle school. I remember when the thoughts that I would have when I would realize what I'm wearing to school and like what other people are wearing to school. Like, you know, with me being with a jacket every day and a long sleeve shirt, or a jacket and my sweatpants or my leggings. And then I turn to my left or right or look in the front or the back of me, and I see girls with like low-rise jeans, crop tops, you know, or tank tops, matching sets. Like, there were so many things that I would see other people wearing that I just never felt comfortable in my skin to wear. Like, I always felt like with me, I don't ever want to wear an outfit where people think that I'm wearing it for attention. You know what I mean? When it's just me being myself, or just dressing for my own, like my comfortability, or, but again, that has to do with, you know, not worrying about people's opinions. And honestly, that's still something that I'm learning, but I definitely am very proud of myself because I see growth in me, like staying less stressed about people's opinions, or not caring about what people think. And if you love yourself and if you love what you're doing, then do it. Was I trying to fit in or disappear? I was definitely one of those people who were trying to fit in. I I just never had my own style. I never had my own look, my own confidence in middle school, like in my middle school ages. This is all past tense talking. I'm going to talk about how I am now, but I'm reflecting on how fashion used to make me feel. And my clothes reflect on how I felt inside. Absolutely not. I would create, okay, with me being influenced by the outfits at my school or the outfits that I would see when I go to the mall or out to eat or anything, it would honestly, I would lock that outfit in my head and tell myself like, okay, I'm gonna have enough confidence. I'm gonna boost my confidence to wear this out in public, wear like what makes me feel comfortable out in public. And it just never happened. I could go back, I honestly would wear outfits that make me comfortable, wear outfits that I knew that I enjoyed, instead of worrying about what everybody else thought about me. If I could go back and talk to my middle school self, something I definitely would say is stop worrying about what other people think or how you think other people felt about her. Dress for yourself, dress for your comfortability, dress for the looks, dress for the compliments. As long as you stay comfortable in yourself and you know that you are that girl and you've been that girl, you will make it, I promise. But to sum up my fashion and my confidence that I used to have, again, it was very just, I was always worried about other people, the looks, the talking behind my back, getting up in the middle of class to get a tissue, you know, everybody just looking at me and my outfit. And it's just, yeah. I would definitely go back and change that version of me if I could within a snap. Okay, now, this is the part that I'm excited for. Is talking about my fashion and my confidence now. Where do I even begin? Where do I begin? Okay, my fashion now is probably my favorite thing about myself. I love exploring my fashion. I love figuring out what my fashion is or what my main aesthetic is. I love this so much. I definitely have a very strong relationship with my clothes. And my clothes and we're best friends. Like I honestly, but it's also a bad thing sometimes because as soon as I get money in my account, I automatically, the first thing I go to for shopping is clothes. The first thing I think of, oh, okay, so I'm gonna get the boots that I've been talking about. Yes, like that's me when I get money. When did I start wanting to dress differently? Probably my middle year of 8th grade. I felt, this is gonna sound crazy to say, but I genuinely woke up one day and I was getting ready for school. And I remember while I was getting ready for school, I just automatically had this mind switch where it was like, girl, dress like, be crazy, be different, just do your thing. Like, that's genuinely how I would say, I can't give a specific date, but my time span that I knew that I wanted to explore being different or different wardrobe is definitely my middle year of 8th grade. That's when I started wearing crop tops more. But there was a dress code in my middle school, and when I tell you, dress code was like very, very strict. It was very, very strict. Did I get dress coded? I don't think, oh, I did get dress coded one time. But that's because I decided, it was towards the end of my 8th grade year, and we had this outside day, and I ended up wearing like these shorts that were really too short. But anyway, instead of me getting dress coded, it was always teachers to just tell me like, hey, pull your shirt down, like your crop top's a little bit too high. Or, oh, I really used to wear these black low-waisted sweatpants. I used to wear all the time. Like, they were so comfortable, but then I lost them, so I don't know where they were. But the low-waisted sweatpants that I used to wear, my teachers would always tell me to like pull them up a little bit, because not gonna lie, like it was always just my waist showing like in school. It was never like my top area or my arms, obviously, but it was mainly like my stomach showing because of my crop tops. But it was just a mind switch, honestly. I knew that I was like, girl, wake up and be different, like inspire people, you know? So oh, okay. The first outfit that I wore to school my 8th grade year that I knew that was really like out of my character, like opening that shell, these gray darkish jeans. They were baggy, they were low-waisted, and I had this shirt that I actually don't know where I got the shirt from. I got the jeans from Road 21, but the shirt that I had, it had a singer on the front. I can't remember, but I'll insert a picture. Um, it had an artist on the front, and I cut like the neck part off, so it was like a shirt that was like this way, cut this way. And I had a rosary on. I had like all my necklaces stacked on. I wore bangles, I wore hoops, and I had put my hair up in like this bun look. It was really out of my character, but that was the first outfit that I wore when I realized that I wanted to be different and switch my style. I remember I went to school and I never gotten so many looks, so many compliments, and that's when I knew, like, girl, wouldn't you been doing this? Like, I could have been doing it, but it's okay, it's okay. We learn. I really like those jeans, which I wonder if I still have them. Okay, and that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember, it's okay to be yourself. It is okay to be different, and don't always ever worry about other people's opinions. Bye.